Bam! What's up, YouTube? Well, it's a sad, sad day. We finally got the service termination notice of Skylanders Ring of Heroes yesterday afternoonish, I think. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. A lot of people kind of been seeing it. They've been getting the sense that things have been left to provide for themselves. To survive on their own. And yeah, they finally dropped the notice today. Looks like we've got until, I think it was like February. But we're going to go through the notice quickly, just as a last hurrah. A final farewell, say goodbye. Got our Skylanders shirt on that Comtours were kind enough to provide sometime back then. I forget exactly when. And yeah, it's a neat enough shirt. Yeah, it's got a print on it. It's got a nice print on it. It's got the print on the back there as well. But yeah, we had some good times on Skylanders, and not everyone was the nicest people to be around, but the majority of the folks that I got to meet through Skylanders and hang out with, they're good. They're good peeps. We still interact with each other, and yeah, it's been good times, I reckon. I'm gonna. It's a shame they couldn't really get the game back up and, clinging onto things, but I kind of just figured that it's not Comtours' fault entirely, just so you guys know. I always figured it was kind of more Activision's fault, because like if you watch how Comtours run other games and stuff, they're, bam, 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 constantly updating the games, constantly doing things, right? They're always trying to make it work, right? No matter how many people are on the game, they are constantly putting out new updates and trying to, fix things up. So my understanding is that this is more of an Activision thing that has come about. And I think we all know how Activision operates, right? Rather than it being, an issue on Comtours' side, I think they did pretty good with what they were given. And yeah, I know in the past they were not always the greatest, but let's be honest, these last few years, Comtours have been smashing out updates on all their games. They've been smashing out all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, it's just unfortunate Skylanders wasn't able to get any of that extra attention, and I do think that probably has to do with Activision's side of things. They tried it one time to give the game a revamp, and then it just didn't really pick up again. I think they left it dead in the water after that, Yeah, just feel like the compensation issues, the constant changes and stuff, and yeah, people just with the way a lot of gacha players are, they just don't want to come back to a game. Once they've moved on, they've moved. Unless it's a game that they've tried to quit multiple times because they know they're addicted. And yeah, it just didn't work out for Skylanders, unfortunately. Maybe there'll be some new games again in the future. Different, maybe not gacha game, but maybe the Skylanders IP won't die with Ring of Heroes. So yeah, it's always been kind of cool to see those, the old school Skylander games, to see how they roll. And yeah, I never got to have an opportunity to play them too much back in the day when they were more, popular, with all the little figurines up in the stores and stuff that you don't really see anymore. But yeah, I think it's been a good run for this game overall. It's just I know that there are some people that are still playing it, and they won't be able to jump on and grind anymore, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It had a good run, and yeah, let's read through this quickly, shall we? Excuse me. But yeah, New Year's Eve. I hope you're all having a good one, by the way. I just thought I'd smash this out while I've got a little bit of spare time today, just to cover it, long before February here. Yeah, service termination notice. Greetings, Portermasters. We would like to thank all our players and communities for all their incredible support for the game, and let you know that with a heavy heart, as of February 28th, 2022 KST, so I think that's Korean Standard Time, I guess, the game would no longer be in service. As a part of the termination procedure, all in-game packages will be removed on December 30th, 2021. So that is yesterday. So I guess when this notice dropped, this is yesterday for me, it's probably today for some of you. or Korean Standard Time. I'm not sure what that is compared to Australian time. But players can continue to play and use the currencies items in the game until the termination date. Refunds will be available for those who have paid currencies left in their accounts for a certain duration after termination. There you go. So if you have paid currencies left in the account, you can try and get a refund and see how that goes, you know. For more details, please refer to the below dates. So they have the service termination date here, have the in-app purchase and download disabled dates here, and they have the refund schedule here as well. So dates for refund requests, so you can all pause the video and have a look. I'll see if I remember to put the link in the description below, or I'll put it in the top comment below, or in the I'll pin a comment and I'll put it there or something. And yeah, remaining paid currencies as of service termination, non-refundable subjects, in-game currencies that are given through events, push rewards, in-play, etc. so on. You just have to provide your Hive ID, your CS code, and your market, Apple, Android ID. If Android, your Google email is needed. So there you go. For further inquiries, please contact us through the Hive website and the customer support. Thank you for your wonderful memories. Which, yeah, like, again, as I was saying before, excuse me, you know, met some good people during there. Some of them are still kind of active on Twitch and around the Discords and stuff, and it's great catching up with them. Some people are doing pretty well on Twitch as well, so you know, it's nice to have seen people grow since then, right? It's nice to know that things have worked out well for others who were trying to push for that kind of stuff, right? And I appreciate all the mates I've made back in those days that I still keep in contact with. You know? It was a fun time. I enjoyed the game until, you know, once again, just like kind of like with Centuria recently, you know, things kind of got stale for me and I moved on, right? And nothing really, they never really brought back any new updates for Ring of Heroes, so there wasn't much reason for me to go back and try it again. And, you know, I don't think something like that's going to happen for Centuria, because Centuria, I'm still in the Discords, I'm still keeping up with the news, and they are still getting consistent, regular updates, much like Sky Arena gets. And yeah, like, it's, I don't know, like, Ring of Heroes got left for dead, I think. But I think these other games that are strictly Comtours only games, they seem to be getting looked after quite well so far. And yeah, you know, it's interesting, right? When you play a game for a long time and then it's just gone one day, right? One day it's just gone. But yeah, it's, I don't know. But we won't get into any of that stuff because it's like, that feels like it's a whole video on its own about like all kinds of philosophical stuff when it comes to how we meet people on the internet, and you know, things change over time, right? Things happen, things change. But yeah, just a quick one today. I've, you know, running the time up a little bit, trying to process my thoughts a bit on this, and yeah, like, again, I had a fun time. I hope you guys, if anyone was still playing it, hopefully you can get your compensation back. If anyone maybe stopped playing it a while back, there's a good chance maybe you'll be able to get compensated. Like, you know, you'll be able to get your money back on it. I guess that probably only applies if you recently put money in at some point. And yeah, it's sad to see it go, but you know, it is what it is. It helped build part of the social circle that, you know, I still interact with today, and yeah, it's a shame that it wasn't taken a bit more seriously by at least one side of the people behind the game, and that it wound up falling through in the end because of it. But that's alright. There will be more games, more communities, more socials, more fun to be had in the future. And you know, I hope everyone remembers that there will always be something else for us to continue with, right? And enjoy and have fun with. With the New Year's, you know, with it being New Year's Eve, you know, I hope you've all got, or maybe not a New Year's resolution, but you know, just like I hope you've all, you know, gonna have a good one, and I hope the next year's gonna be good to you guys as well, and that you know, you've got some sort of plan on what you know, plan on forging ahead with in the near future, right? Guidelines or something like that. Yeah, anyways, I'll cut it there, guys. Yeah, it's just came out of nowhere, really. I was like, oh, what an interesting time to announce it. I was hoping to make a quick Happy New Year's Eve video today, and instead we got ourselves kind of a mixture, you know, a bit of a mixed bag today. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and peace out.